What's up, y'all? I was trying to go live for a minute, but this Georgia weather is crazy. It was not raining 1 minute, now it's sprinkling and raining the next, blah blah blah. So whatever. We'll go live for a minute. Get some drifting on while we out here. I can get this to go straight a little bit. See a lot of drifting action. It's gonna be loud. Funny because halfway down the street it's not even raining. I know a couple people joined on. Let me see who joined on real quick. Get this a little bit closer to me. Oh, let's see. A couple people on. Kenny's on. What's going on, y'all? It's sprinkling out here. Yeah, we got a couple guys go in here. What's up, y'all? Jason said I should put some foams and a wheelie roll on it. I would, but it's like I would put at least foams on it. But this Georgia weather is crazy. It's rained earlier and then it stopped raining and then it was dry. And then I went to the gym. It was dry on one end. 30 feet later, it was raining. Then it was dry, so I said it's got to be dry over here. Come over here and it's all sprinkling and stuff. But whatever. Figured I'd go live with y'all for a few minutes, see what's up with y'all while I'm driving this around, doing some drifting. It's probably really loud now, huh? See what you guys are talking about on here. Appreciate people saying it's a good video, so thanks guys on that. It's a live video, so I know it don't always come up the clearest. So what's going on, TC Baby 1? Derek says, so SMC are my favorite lipos for now. For right now, I've been running them a lot. I've been using those. I've been using the Awanfi lipos as well. And then I got a few off brands on Amazon that I run kind of in my eRevo, because I can find batteries I can fit up in there that's pretty cheap. I didn't want to spend a lot on batteries for that eRevo. I got 2 sets of batteries for there. So right now, I've been running those a lot, especially for my speed cars. And I got a couple things coming up for speed cars. So I was trying to find a lipo that's going to be available and that had good customer service. So that's why I've been using the SMCs. I got an SMC in here actually. It's a 5,000 milliamp. They don't actually sell this lipo anymore. So okay, cool. Cool, appreciate that. Said the quality of the videos is good. It's not too bad at all. Wait till I drive, it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be wow, right into me. More drifting than anything out here. See, now it stopped raining. See if we can get a clean pass with this down here real quick and come on back down. Nope. As soon as I start, he's like, no. This isn't too bad for the way it's set up. It's got a 48 tooth spur gear in it. And right now I'm running about a 21 tooth pinion gear. And I got the Arma BLX system in here because, of course, it's rain out here. I need something that was a little bit waterproof. It's a 2050 kV motor. So it's not going too bad out here. Okay, appreciate that, Kenny. Sorry, y'all, I've been kind of driving this and not looking what you guys are chatting in the comments. So I figure y'all may have a couple questions for me on a couple of things. So I would see if I can answer y'all's questions while we're out here. So what's going on, Ridge RC from Australia? What's up? Australia in the house. It's got to be pretty late over there, right? Yeah, that's true. Would just do circles, right? Look. It's actually, the body makes it look short. It's the size of an 8-scale buggy, literally. It's just the way the body is, it makes it look short. It's actually pretty wide. I'll show this stuff to you close when we meet up someday. Meet at Hobbytown or something. Go to Hobbytown tomorrow. Let's do that. You see, it's still accelerating pretty straight. Ah, that big old pile of water over there. Yep. I figure it's probably going close to 60. Still got to do some stuff with this, but it's not going too bad. It's accelerating pretty straight, and I still haven't done anything with the diffs yet. Sorry, y'all. I'm ignoring y'all. Live videos are about y'all. It's not about me. What's going on? So George asked a quick question. He said Kaiju are on 6S or X-Max on 6S. So those are two different trucks. If you're comparing it to the Traxxas Max, yeah, but the Traxxas X-Max is in a different category. It's 1/5/6 scale. The Kaiju is like 1/8 scale. It's really like 1/9 scale, really, in my opinion. It's not really quite the size of an 8 scale. The same thing with the Traxxas Max. Now, I have some comparisons videos coming up with those in the whole series really soon, where you'll see the Kaiju versus the Red Cat with slight modifications done to both, but it's not something out the ordinary where I've done a lot with them. But the Kaiju is still the best bang for your truck, or best truck for your bang right now. I mean, it really is. I mean, for $399, if you can find one, rated body is shocks, you get lights on it, 6S capability. You change the tires on that thing, and it performs well. Durability is pretty good with it and everything. So, and if you're thinking about the Arrma series, the Arrma 4S series, I saw on Horizon and also Tower, it said not available till 2021. So maybe Arrma's going back in and they're revising those. You know, I know some people complained about shocks at some point in time, and sometimes they're having problems with differentials and stuff. So maybe Arrma's going in and they're reinventing the wheel, because they did kind of start that 4S craze with those kind of trucks. So we'll see. I guess we'll have to wait a year to see what Arrma does. It said 2021, winter of 2021, I think, or fall, but it's the whole year. So maybe their engineers are going in, and you know, Arrma's good at that. They're good at looking at stuff and kind of reinventing and making things better. And that's kind of why people ask me about SMC LiPo. Somebody asked earlier. That's kind of why I've been using them a lot and buying them a lot, is because he's actually going in and he's making better batteries. He's seeing kind of what's out there and what the trend is, and he's trying to improve his batteries. I've spoken to him a couple times. He's a brilliant guy. Some of the stuff he said, I was like, huh? What you say? But he knows his stuff. And I mean, like anything, you'll have good and bad. I mean, some people have had, you know, bad experiences. Some people have had good experiences with them. The LiPo that I'm actually running in here is the only LiPo thus far that I've gotten from them that has puffed. This is the 5,000 milliamp. And that may be why he discontinued it. It's still puffy, but it still runs. Hopefully, I say that it won't catch on fire out here. But that's the only LiPo I've had an issue with. And this LiPo is actually discontinued. So, from my knowledge, when I went on there, I couldn't find the 5,000 milliamp hard case. So he may be trying to revise this. So, all right, what's going on with y'all? Let's see who's all in the house. Thinking of getting the Creighton 6S or 8S, or do you think the Revo are the Max? So thus far in all my testing, the Traxxas Max has been the toughest truck that I've tested. I'm still testing the new EXB Creighton, and it's tough as nails too. So it's gonna give it a run for its money. But so far, the Max has been the toughest. I would say this new Creighton, I haven't tested it enough, guys. I mean, I haven't taken it to the skate park yet and went crazy like I did with the Max, but that's coming up. So we're gonna see how tough they are compared to one another. But if you're looking at between the Creighton 6S or 8S, you know, those are, like I said earlier, those are in different categories, and you're throwing the E-Revo in there too. So they're all different categories in there. So what's going on, Earl? We got Christy RC in the house. Paddleworks RC Park looks good. These are the stock tires that are on here. Appreciate that, Deuce RC. Got Israel from Michigan. What's up? What's up, y'all? This is the long wheelbase. I'm going to tell you right now. Somebody's asked a question between this one. This is kind of considered the short wheelbase, and then they got the long wheelbase one. With the long wheelbase one, the body's going to be a little bit long, or the chassis is going to be a little bit longer, and it may be a little bit difficult for you to find bodies that'll fit that. They're not saying there aren't any out there, and I don't know the exact measurements on specs for that right now, but you guys can look that up. But you can go to hobao-usa.com and see that. But it's going to be a little bit longer than this. And I believe it might be built on the VTE chassis as well, which is different. I kind of explained that in the unboxing. This is built off of kind of a buggy platform. You guys see how in the chassis it's got this little slight curve in the front. So it is built off of a buggy platform, where the other one is just straight. It's just flat. So it is built off more of an on-road racing or on-road car platform. So those are things to consider. But the biggest thing I saw was going to be finding bodies for it. So maybe at some point in time I'll pull the trick and go ahead and buy one of those too. But we got Death Star X from the Philippines. What's up? What's up? Oh, you guys are joining everywhere, huh? International guy here. Me, I am. Y'all made me feel good. Got them from everywhere, so. So Deuce RC said, I'm getting the Red Cat Lightning, wanted to go 100. That's gonna be interesting. You can get it up that high. That's gonna be interesting. You'll be the very first to do that I know of. So, a Huckleberry FPV, what's up? What's up? Okay, somebody said it's 430 millimeters. I appreciate that. What's going on, Tim? What's up, Alex? You know, me and Kevin appreciate that. Yeah, that's for the VTE. So I don't know how. I don't know. I think the VTE and that long base, they may be based on the same. I don't know the exact specifications on there. So, how fast is this out the box? It's probably in the low 40s out the box, because it can only run 3 and 4S LiPo for this particular platform. I just changed the ESC out, and then I went ahead and changed the motor while I was at it. It comes with a 2000 kV motor and a 100 amp speed controller. But now the motor is capable of 6S, but the speed controller stock out the box isn't. So, what's up, Sean's RC Adventure? He's in the house. So as I call these names out, you guys go check out their channels too if you can. See what they got going on, see what's up, because there's all kinds of variety out there. YouTube has changed a lot over the last year or two, and there's a lot of people starting channels, which is good. I like to see, like others, they should like to see different content, different people's perspective on cars and stuff as well. So, Seattle in the house. So I'm trying to run this just a little bit. I was going live, but y'all, this Georgia weather, it was, see, over on that side where I was at my gym earlier. It wasn't raining at all. It was clear. Come over here, it sprinkled a little bit, and it's just crazy. But whatever. I think it's gonna be doing this for the next couple of days, because I really wanted to go live. I'll probably go live with the Creighton this Friday. So you guys can get a close up and ask some questions and stuff of it. The Creighton EXV that is. And then I'm probably gonna be at Hobbytown, Kennesaw, Georgia this Saturday from 12:30 to 2:30. I think I got an appointment with a client. I'm not sure what time that appointment is. We'll see. But from 12:30 to 2:30, I'll be up there with the Creighton, and I'll make sure I put that in the comments somewhere on my community page. If you guys want to check out that new Creighton and you're in the area. See a couple of comments coming through. Let me get this back over so I don't crash into nothing trying to read. All right, see what's up with y'all. What's going on? Trying to set back just a little bit. Yeah, this got a little speed on it. I mean, I geared it up. I think it's a 21 or 22 for now. I can't remember. I just grabbed one of the pinion gears out of my case that's got 23 to 19, and I didn't grab the biggest one, so it's got to be like a 21 or something in here. So, yeah, I'm running the BLX system up in here. Peter Bailey's in the house. What's going on? This is made by Hobao. So if you go to some of my previous videos, you look up Hyper GT, that right there, you will see, and there's some links in there to their site too. They make several cars. They make actually good quality cars. They have several on-road cars. I got two of their monster trucks. They got a 7 scale monster truck, and then they got an 8 scale as well. And then they got some 10 scale cars too. And then they got some short course trucks and hyper T's. They got some truggies and stuff like that. So they got a wide variety of cars, and they do have a U.S. warehouse, and they do show what they have in stock there, which is good as well. So. Oh, appreciate that, Sean. He said, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Although I'll still have about several thumbs down, but what motor in the E8? I'm not sure what you mean, Josh, about the E8. Is that a new abbreviation for a car? Yeah, I'll get the Creighton 8S out again at some point. So, what's going on, Dion? Yeah, I got more bigger jumps coming in the future. I'm not a fan of busting up my cars too much because I don't have a lot of time to work on them. That's the thing. Um, that's the biggest thing. I'm not a fan of always having to fix and work on a car. I don't have the time for it. You know, like today I just left the gym and I knew I was gonna run this for a minute to see how this goes, and it's going good out here actually, even though it's wet. Probably needs to be geared up just a little bit, but and the diff oil needs to be adjusted. I think it's just grease in it, I think, but I still gotta look into that as well. Comes a truck down here. All right, let's see what you guys talking about in the comment section again. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I do it periodically, like I did with the EXP Creighton. I took that out and I bashed it because it is a basher. I mean, and I did run it off camera several times as well. So it is a basher. I mean, it is a car you would take out and you would a truck you would take out and bash it. So maybe at some point in time I'll put that against. Well, the Max is not gonna survive with the extension wide kit on it, but. Oh, okay. So what was your question again, Josh? Well, he's asked about the EX8. Are you talking about the Creighton, the new Creighton, the EXP Creighton, Joshua? I'm not sure what you're asking there in those comments. Oh, okay. Hey, it happens to me all the time. Look at some of my responses. He was like, I can't type, dude. It happens to me all the time. Look at my responses when I put stuff up. People are like, what you say? I be like, man. But I'll try to go live Friday with that truck. And then I'll confirm Friday night. So look at my community section on YouTube, and I'll try to put it on so it's ground up a little bit. I'm getting a little bit better traction. I'll probably try to put it on Instagram and also the community section of my YouTube channel if I'll be at Hobbytown this Saturday from 12:30 to 2:30 to show the new Creighton up there so you guys can come take a look at it. And I'll probably try to do it before I take it to the skate park. Because after the skate park, y'all gonna be like, ooh, that's what they selling. I'm like, nah, man, I scratched it up, dog. I can see you guys now like, ooh, what's wrong with that? Because I am going to launch it a couple times when I get to that skate park if there's nobody up there, so. Yeah, it's still pretty wet on this side. Right through that big pile. All right, you guys come back on a couple things. See if I can find a dry area where I can sit down for a second. Ah, my legs are a little tired. Chill out here, chillax. All right, so I do got a couple of drag cars that I'm working on. I do have a Bandit. You guys seen that as it ran pretty much in the brush mode. So I do got some stuff I'm gonna work with that. And I actually got a friend of mine named Will who talking about he got a Corvette he wants to challenge me with, so we're gonna get our vets out. He actually has a Traxxas Fortec, and he put a Corvette body on. Of course, mine's is the Hobao EPX truck, semi truck, which is converted to a Corvette. So we're gonna try to get those out this weekend and do some racing with that, so you guys can see a Fortec versus that Hobao. So belt driven versus shaft driven, so you guys will see that as well. Um, so I do like it. Yeah, the Traxxas Max is good too. You can't go wrong with it. I mean, when you put that wide extension kit on it, it does hurt the durability somewhat because it is extended out, but it does perform a lot better as well. Just depends on what you really plan on doing with that. Jason, he asked me, was I slowly getting a drag race? And not too much. I mean, they do some running around here. Sometimes it's hard to get everybody together to do it. I'm gonna roll this around a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, thinking and chatting. So this is going pretty good. Make sure I don't run into myself. I don't know if y'all see that rainbow over there, but we've been having a lot of those lately. You see that rainbow right there? Yesterday I saw a double rainbow. So we got Yo One, what's going on, man? This car keeps clicking like it's gonna go in reverse. Look at that. I ain't even got my hand on the remote. Probably need to adjust my throttle, trim. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. There we go. Got Grizzly from Wisconsin in the house. I'm seeing if you have any questions. That's kind of why I go live. I try to make this going live about you guys so y'all can ask me any questions you got while we're out here live. We got close to about 60 people joining, 59. We had about 64 earlier. So ask questions, ask them away while you can now. What's going on, y'all? Now, some of y'all's usernames I may pronounce wrong, so I try not to pronounce, because sometimes I'll just pronounce some of these names wrong. But what's going on? What's going on? If y'all want to give shout outs to y'all's channel, you guys make sure you check them out. If they mention it out here, just see what they got. Like I said, there's content everywhere on YouTube for RC cars, and it's just going to get better over the years. I think that more people are getting more involved in it and stuff like that. Just answer your question. It's a stock controller. And this is actually pretty good. It's pretty lightweight. It does feel, some people may think it feels a little bit cheap, but it's actually pretty good. It's got foam on the steering wheel and stuff, and it's been good. You know, the distance and stuff has been good as well, not interference. So what's my favorite car of ours? What's my favorite RC of all time? Somebody just asked. So if you look at what I had the most, I have had the Stampede 4x4 more than any other car I've had out there, literally. I've probably had about, jeez, I've had over 30 Stampede 4x4 since it was announced in 2009. I think I have been waiting since 1998 when they first did the two-wheel drive Stampede. It might have been 97. We had waited a couple years. People did custom versions and stuff, and they finally came out with it, and I loved it. But right now, for me, the Red Cat Kaiju kind of takes the place of that Stampede. It's 20 bucks more. The Stampede 4x4 is $379, and the Kaiju is $399. And it reminds me, and even a friend even said that reminds me of how I had my Stampede set up. So. But the Stampede has been the one I have purchased the most. I mean, literally, over all these, I've had literally 30 of them, 30 plus of them. You know, some people say, well, how do you have so many? Well, I think at one point, I think every 6 months I was getting a new one. I was taking one out, bashing it, and then I'd sell it and use that money to buy a new one. I just kept doing that for a while. And then some people had some used ones I bought here and there. And then I bought some I converted over and stuff. So I converted to a Rustler 4x4. And if you guys haven't checked him out, although he no longer does videos, Shane from Ultimate RC did a lot. He has something called the Shapeshifter, and I think he converted it to like 8 different things: a buggy, he did a short course truck, a crawler, a truggy. He did all kinds of stuff with it, but he even won a race with it. So hopefully that answers your question about, I guess, if you ask what my favorite is, looking at my track record. I've purchased that more than anything else. Um, as far as right now, I got several favorites because every company is making stuff that I like. Like, I love the look of this GT. I mean, I really do. I got to work on the handling of it just a little bit, which is fine. But man, I love the way this thing looks. And they kind of put this to go 3 and 4S, so I'm trying to get it up to 6S to where I can get 60 miles per hour and let it run good. I put the stock tires back on it because I did blow those hoons and stuff on it. But Hobao really makes some really good looking cars. I mean, you guys check them out. You guys have seen my MT Plus 2. I love the way that truck looks. It needs a little bit more speed on it, which I'm working with, but I'm probably going to get about another 5 to 7 miles per hour and leave it at that. But I am running smaller tires than what it came with and stuff, so that does, affect the speed somewhat. So, somebody said something about my voice. What'd y'all say? Have you owned an Exceed or a Seat? I did a while back. I can't remember. I think I can't remember what I had. I've had so many cars over the years, guys. I've really had a lot of cars. So, and every now and then I make mistakes. It's part of life. I mean, people out there that are wanting to start a YouTube channel, maybe at some point in time I'll do a video on what I do for my YouTube channel, and how you guys can get one started, and some tips and trades here and stuff like that. Maybe at some point in time. So, what's my favorite 10 scale basher? Jeez. It depends, because Traxxas has got some cars that are really 10 scale, but they're saying it's not. As of right now, I would say it's going to be between some of my short course trucks, and then I'm going to throw the Max up in there as well. So my Slash 4x4 with some modifications, I like driving that, and my Sentin 4x4 as well. I'm hoping that Arma, I don't know if they'll do this or not, so don't say, oh, JTRC said it, but I was hoping that they would take the Sentin platform, the 6S platform, and make something like this. I'm hoping. I mean, that would be awesome to make an all-road, or like a, I don't know, like a rally car out of that Sentin 6S Sentin platform, because it was tough and durable. Just put some bigger tires on it, some all-purpose tires on it, change the body out, and man, that would be a seller right there. And they wouldn't have to remanufacture and do something new with it, but that just beat the question of my favorite 10 scale. So when I'm not filming, which I'm not always filming, and I want to just take some 10 scales out, I normally either have an Armor with me or a Traxxas with me, because there's plenty of parts for those I have at home, for those. So it's usually going to be one of those two, and it's usually going to be one of my 4-wheel drive ones. Now, I've been driving the Bandit a little bit more, because I've been trying to get that set up. And with the Bandit, I can just change it out, but it's not as durable if I take it off road. Doesn't perform as well. So it's going to be between my short course trucks, and I'm going to go ahead and throw like the Max and stuff in there as well, if that answers your question about that. Yeah, Stampede 4x4 is good. They need to do some updates. They really do need to do some updates to their cars. The XO1 could be better if it can get some weights and better tires on it, because it does need to lift some weights. It does need to go to the gym for about 6 months, drink some protein shakes, and put some weight on them and get some better tires. I think if it got some weight and better tires, it'd perform a lot better, because it has a good system in it. So, yeah, this one can drift. I'll drive it in just a minute. I'm actually thinking of getting a Techno next. So while we're here, what Techno do you guys think I should get? I want to try a couple of different brands as well. They do have a track around there. I know I say it all the time, but it's kind of hard for me to get to that track at times. It's drying up a little bit, so I probably won't be able to drift as much. Out there I can. I need to put some lights on here, which is coming up next. But this thing just looks so cool. So this is coming back. This is the new favorite. It's in the stack. I'm gonna say I can't say, oh, this is just the best car that I have out there and stuff. You know, it seems like every month, which is good, companies are coming out with something new with it, and they're coming out with stuff which is good. I mean, Associated came out a couple cars this year. It did surprise everyone with the DR10. I thought Traxxas would have been the first ones to make something like that, but Associated beat them to it. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see, Traxxas make one, Losi make one as well. I'm pretty sure we're going to see that, but hopefully it'll be before it gets too cold outside, because once the weather changes, people won't be doing it too much. They may get them, but can I open my RC after the run, please? No, I'm going to open it now. How about that? Matter of fact, I need to see how wet it is on the inside, so. All right, y'all want to see what's under the hood? Take this off real quick. So I do have to say that Arma has pushed the envelope. 2019 was their year. Um, right now, I think 2020 is kind of belonging to Associated and Red Cat. Arma just released a new Creighton. A lot of Arma stuff is back ordered. Everything is back ordered really because of COVID. But you guys see that right there? Is that what you want? I'm gonna be like, Letty, are you not entertained? So that's the setup, and this is the SMC lipo I was saying. You guys can see how puffy this one is, but this is the only one that I've had puff up out of all my lipos. And like I said before, the reason why I've been getting a lot of his stuff was because my speaker controller's coming. Look at that. He's been innovative with his batteries and stuff. He's seen kind of the change in the industry, so he's stepped his game up. He's released some more batteries out there. He's released version 2, and he's continuously doing things with his batteries, which I like it when a company does that. When they're innovative, they see a problem, they listen to users, and my tire is coming loose a little bit there. Must have smacked the curb. I like it when a company sees that and they improve on it. You get my dollar. From me, you get my dollar when you do that. So, yeah, XT90s on there. XT90s for life. I got to pound my chest when I say XT90s, right? So, Grizzly RC has just started a YouTube channel. He's got 2 videos. If you guys get a minute, go over there and check him out. If you can, give him a subscribe and a big thumbs up on some of his videos. So someone suggesting the Techno MT410. I've been looking at a couple of those. I'm not sure which one I'm going to get next, but I do want to get one. I had my Mugen, and my Mugen was a straight beast. I mean, it really was. That MBX7, it was the best performing two-wheel drive. I mean, not two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive buggy that I've had. I mean, hands down. I'd race people with it and all that, and it was hands down the best. Now, it wasn't as fast as my Losi 8, but it did handle better than my Losi 8. And I thought about the Losi 8X, the new one, but I want to go to something a little bit different. I still may get it because at some point, but the Mugen was just hands down the best 8-scale buggy that I've had, because I was able to take it out there and run it. It was durable too. So, all right, Sean, peace out. I appreciate that. Somebody saying they like my videos. I'm gonna try to keep going. Try to put out as much content as I can. I just bought something from Amazon a couple of days ago. I did put that on the forums and stuff. So you guys see that. I'll be doing an unboxing pretty soon with that. How do I store my batteries in the house? I'm not the best person to ask about that, John, because I don't follow specs on that. When I charge my lipos, I usually charge my lipos at 3.5 amps. I don't charge it any higher than that. I don't care what the manufacturers say as far as, I just don't. And normally, a lot of times I have those little wall chargers where you can plug them up to the wall. So basically you can plug the balance port in. Now I don't have it for any 6S lipos, but I do have it for my 2, 3, and 4S lipos. So I usually just plug those up and let those charge overnight. I have lipo bags. Sometimes I put them in, but most of the time I'm not gonna lie about it. So most of the time I don't with those. And I normally charge them up every couple of days, and then I kind of run them out and stuff like that. So I don't recommend that. Put them in storage mode. Follow the manufacturer's instructions when you're dealing with lipos. But I don't recommend, like, if I get done with this, I'll turn it off and I'll leave it plugged up. But when I get them, I'm going to unplug it. So I don't, of course, recommend leaving it plugged up. And I think A-Main Hobbies did a pretty good video on lipos. I can't remember exactly what it was. They talked about lipos, different specifications and stuff. And at some point in time, if I can clear my brain out, I'll do a video on that too, so I can get all the ins and outs and make sure I come with the correct information, because how I do it is not the best way. So I know that was pretty long-winded, but that's kind of how I do my lipos. So someone asked, how would you compare the new Armor EXB to the Hobao Hyper MT? See, those are two different trucks. So the Hobao is a 7th scale. Oh, I'm just trying to adjust my legs a little bit because I'm sitting there on the ground trying to stretch. The Hobao is a 7th scale monster truck. And then the Creighton, of course, is an 8th scale truggy. So they are in two different categories there with that. So you can't really compare them 100% with that. And I sat right here where it was wet at. I'm going to move over here just a little bit so it's a little bit drier. Oh. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to rest my legs, son. We got Florida in the house. Love all your videos. Also, can I get a shout out? Need some love on my channel. So you're going to have to help me with the pronunciation of your channel. Is that Jacuz RC? I may be pronouncing that wrong. Oh, dang, it's 2 a.m. there in the UK. You the man. Appreciate you being up this late. It's 9 o'clock here. Yeah, it's 9:02. 9:02 p.m. and it's still, I love this weather when it's still light outside. It gets dark about 9:20, 9:30. Yeah, I know back in the day when I used to do speed runs, I'll give you guys a quick story before I stopped doing them. One reason why I had stopped doing so much speed was because I blew some cars up, meaning that I ran into some curves and stuff. So I used to race an Associated B4.1, and I remember I was showboating because a friend had one out and he was saying his car could beat mine and it couldn't. So me trying to be a hot ride, a hot shot, and this was over, God, 10 years ago, probably 8, 9 years ago. I was trying to showboat, and I actually slowed my car down, and I tried to go behind him and shoot up. I was going this way. I tried to slow down and go up behind him, but it was a curve right here, and I hit it, and the car exploded. And I was like, oh my gosh, wasn't nothing salvageable on that. I did the same thing with a Rustler 2-wheel drive. Me and a friend was racing up and down the street, right? And we go down, and then we come back this way, and I looked over because I thought I saw a car to my far left, and I looked back, and I heard a loud boom. My car hit the curb, and we just saw pieces just flying, literally, just over us. And it was just kind of funny, but I was like, and, you know, everybody's laughing. I'm like, I got that kind of laughing tear, but I was like, man, my car, there was nothing I could save from it. I mean, it hit the curve at about 60-something miles per hour, and it just exploded. I didn't have a bumper or anything, or I had the stock Rustler bumper, so there was nothing to save it. I think there was a shock maybe you could have saved from it. I mean, it hit so hard that the motor cracked, like the magnets inside the motor had shattered. So I don't know if you guys have had that happen when you're jumping your car and you hit it so many times and the motor gets hot that those magnets shatter. But it shattered. There was nothing that was salvageable. I mean, the receiver, you probably could have put some tape around it. So, and then I had an XO1 that I was running at an open parking lot, and the pinion gear came loose, y'all. So imagine how I felt. You're going down the street full throttle and your pinion gear just pops off. So you want to talk about big eyes, and it was just bow. So those are 3 instances. And it's not so much that I'm shying away from speed. I just been like, I done tore some cars up. And of course I should be checking pinion gears and all that, and not trying to showboat, but sometimes stuff happens. But I'm getting back into it. I'm going to get my Limitless back out. I may purchase another one just for speed only. Because I still have yet to put out there on record me breaking 100 miles per hour, because I did do it, but I'll get that back out there. I did see, now you guys go check out Kevin Telbot. He did put a video up today where he's going to try to get his Limitless to go over 200 miles per hour. So that's going to be a very, very interesting thing. I'm going to be watching it. I saw him post that up several hours ago. So that's going to be very interesting. So you guys know that with my Limitless, I did make it to where it did run like they had it in the commercial where I put the 5250 spur gear in there from the 8 scale car. So I did do that with it. I'm gonna run this while I got this body off and I'm sitting up here. Ooh, those front tires are ballooning. I just saw that. I don't know which way it's facing. Which way we going? Ooh, oh, that puddle down there. Can y'all see it? It's cruising now. Maybe that body was catching a little bit of air. I just dumped too. Ow, boo. I just dumped. High metal said, what's the fastest I've gone? Was with my limitless. I got it up to 111. And I didn't film it. I was out at open field. And I said, let me just try this real quick. I was out in the open area. Well, not this particular warehouse, but there's another warehouse that I ran at that's a lot bigger than this. It's like 4 times the size of this one. So I'm going to try to get that back out, get that gearing back up and show you guys that. And then that's the fastest I've had an RC car. It was about 111 miles per hour. And it took me, I would say 2 packs to get it there and some adjustments while I was out there. So it wasn't like I just went out there and just hit it. You guys have to realize, and some of you guys may know, that when we're running these cars and we're filming, we're kind of showing you as far as when that's concerned. Sometimes some people are just showing kind of the best of it right there, but it's a lot of work that goes into it, a lot of calculations and figuring things out as well. And then we get out there and running, you guys kind of enjoy it and they tell you about the setups and stuff for it. So it's a lot of stuff that kind of goes back and forth that you don't see with that. And I'm going to try to step you guys through that if I can take the time to do it. Because a lot of people, like you, with the limitless, a lot of people, even to this very day, I still get questions on how I set my limitless up. And it's just a change in the spur gear. So I'll be doing a video on that pretty soon. So I know that was pretty winded. Yeah, it's fast and the battery just dumped. I should have brought the 6,000 or 6,500 or 8,000 out here. So we got a couple people joining in. Sorry, y'all, I've been kind of just going off at the mouth. But this is when I go live, I try to make it about you guys, try to answer questions that you may have. We are running the Hobao GT here. It just dumped. I'm eventually going to put some lights and stuff on here. I'll do that at some point. I've been trying to work on this setup, and I got all kinds of dust and dirt and grime in there now. But right now, I got the Arma system in there. It's been kind of my go-to system when I'm getting cars and testing them out and running them and stuff. It's, you know, a fairly inexpensive system, and it's water resistant as well. So it's been kind of my go-to for testing and stuff. Zoom up on the car. There you go. You see all that? So these cars are going to run you $469, and they do offer free shipping with it. But it comes ready to run. I mean, you change out the speed controller, you're good. You got a 6S capable car. So tires, they've been holding up pretty well. I took the hoons off because I did blow them in my last video. So I did go ahead and take the hoons off and go back to the original tires. So yeah, there's a couple of warehouses around here. Try to, I guess if you find one, try to stay respectable to the warehouse, meaning you don't leave your trash out, you don't do them burnouts in the parking lot and leaving marks all over the place. I try to stay respectful for it. And if people come in with trucks and stuff, acknowledge them. You know, this is their area, and that's any area you run it. Just try to stay respectful wherever you run. You know, sometimes I'll go to some BMX parks and all that, and I'm always respectful. If people are running there, I always say, hey, do you mind if I run here and shoot a quick video? Yay or nay? And I'm asking them. I'm not telling them, and I'm asking like, hey, you say you control because this is built for you guys. It's not built for me. So I think if you find one or find an area, just try to stay respectful to that area, wherever you may run. So. All right, y'all. So we're going to stay on for probably about another 5. We've been on for 45 minutes. I'll stay on for another 5 minutes. So I'll let y'all ask some more questions. Some of the questions were kind of my favorite RC car. I kind of got a couple of them out there that I'll run. And I've been running in different environments and stuff. So if you say which car I always take out when I run, it's kind of hard to flip a coin with that. Um, I will have more videos of the Creighton and stuff coming up really soon. I'll probably go live in a couple of days with that. And then I'll definitely be at a hobby shop to showcase that. So if you guys are local in the area, you can come check that out. And then I'll take it to the skate park afterwards. I'm only laughing because I'm not going to go to this. That's still 3 or 4 days away. So I might go to the skate park first. I don't know. All right, take it easy. A couple people are leaving out. Got about 5 more minutes. How many cars do you own? Man, I don't know. I really don't. Yeah. I got a lot of cars. And it's just the accumulation over years. That's what it is. So, Robert said, "How do I maintain my cars?" I'm not sure what you mean by you're talking about as far as keeping them up to par and all that stuff. I mean, the biggest thing is if you break something, try to fix it when you can. Right when you break it, take it home and fix it. Because eventually what's going to happen was I went home and I had cars broken everywhere. I was like, dude, you got like 20 cars broke. And you got to fix them all. So kind of if something breaks, if you can, just take the time that night to fix it. If it's dirty, just try to clean it off the best you can and then come back and, clean it off more and stuff. So try to keep them maintained just like you would a real car. Kind of treat it like that. So I'm working on a trailer build for this too. So I'll be having my MT Plus 2 pulling this particular car around. So I'll be working on getting that set up. Try to find these body pins. I have no idea where I put them at, y'all. I have no clue. See if I can get some light going out here real quick. Where's my flash? Enable flash. Watch out. There we go. There they go. See? Give it some light. Shed some light and everything comes visible. They still popping fireworks out here too. I know y'all heard that. Get this body on here. Should probably go ahead and turn it off. Appreciate that, Grizzly. All right, y'all, we got about 2.5 to 3 more minutes before I sign up out of here. Don't know if y'all got any other further questions for me. Or questions for each other that are on here watching. Appreciate you tuning in there, High Metal. Try to do what I can with the time that I have, so. Got Texas in the house. All right, appreciate that. PJ Moto. Of course, there'll be another video tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. All right, y'all, if there's no other questions, then I'm going to sign out of here. I appreciate you guys joining. I'll give it another 65 seconds in case somebody has any questions or anything they want me to answer, or y'all want to say what's up to somebody y'all see on here. Yeah, it being 2 a.m., man, I go to bed about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, too. Depends on what I got to do. It's 9 here, and I got to go home and do a million and one things, but... Best Armor 6S Basher. I love my Mojave. Seeing how this Creighton is running and holding up. But thus far, like I said before, the Mojave's been the best for me. Then from that point, we'll be looking at the Creighton and stuff. But for me, I love the Mojave. The Creighton, the new EXB Creighton, is getting there because it is a basher and it does handle it a lot faster than the regular Creighton as well. We'll show that in some Super Speed Saturdays coming up. So, So far the best armor has been the Mojave and then the Limitless. So, all right, y'all. I am finna sign off. I will see you guys probably in a couple days when I go live with a couple things. Yeah, Mojave's. I mean, the Mojave. I need to go live with the Mojave again. I need to take it somewhere and just go live with it because it's just I need to convert it back too. So, all right. One last question. Someone asked between the Creighton and the Typhon. Once again, those are kind of two different platforms. So you're comparing kind of a truggy to a buggy. But I've seen tons of videos. People have stretched the Typhon out, etc. So it just really depends. So what's going on, Tommy? I'll just say Tommy. I'm not even gonna say the numbers behind it. Yeah, we're about to sign out in just a few minutes. I don't know why the notifications are coming out slow. Make sure that you have that bell checked and it's highlighted so you get all notifications, not just some. I think a lot of people miss live videos and stuff like that. So for general bashing, I go with the Creighton. All right, y'all. I am finna sign out of here. Peace out. Y'all have a good night. Stay tuned for some more videos and stay tuned for some more bashing and jumping of that Creighton. I'm probably gonna try to jump it to the moon, like literally. Y'all gonna see something I got set up if I can go to this park and it's open because they got a ramp. Y'all see this tractor trailer? They got a hill that's like almost as high as that, and I'm just gonna launch it. I'm gonna try to just go there, sneak in there, and just launch it. And then after I launch it once, I'm gonna run away. So it's gonna be pretty funny. So it'll be about a 30-second video. Just be how high can I jump the Creighton or something like that. So you guys will see that coming up. But y'all stay tuned for that, and I appreciate you guys tuning in.